Hey, today I'm going to show you what we did with our on-grid, off-grid well system. And the reason why I call it on-grid, off-grid is because this is a well. Don't judge me for the junkiness, but it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do with what we have. This is my little well house. And right here I have the well wired up. Now when we was off-grid, we had this wiring connected directly to the generator, the gas generator. And so after we got electricity, one of the things I wanted to be able to do is still be able to run off the generator and be able to run off electricity. So if electricity went down, I could easily run my well simply by installing this. So I trenched all of this, dug all the power line through here, and I installed this box. We still loving our off-grid lifestyle. We still got our off-grid lights. About time to replace them, but I'm not going to replace them until they start working. They're still working fine. They are drying out. One of the things that you want to keep in mind, a lot of these off-grid lighting systems, they don't hold well to this Florida sun. They don't hold well at all. They might last a year. Some of them have lasted about 3 years, but be prepared to buy some more because they're really not as durable. The sun just cooks them. And then between the rain gets into them too as well. So just prepare this. So what I did a 30 amp box here. And this box right here is plugged into the well. So the power pole is there, line ran underneath the ground, have a 30 amp switch there, run it all the way up underneath the ground here, run it into this box here, and then right here, all we have to do in order for me to go off grid is unplug this. And then I got me an adapter that I can plug it into that adapter and then plug it directly into the generator. And we are offline and we can still get water. This may be something you want to look into. You might want to consider, because everything that we have out here, if we need to go offline, because we have the experience, we can go offline. I got solar panels a little bit everywhere. Solar panels can power all of my little stations, and like I said, we got a whole cabin over here that we can run offline. So at any time, if we can't depend on this, we have our generators, we have our solar panels, we have our power stations, we have the capability to still continue to run offline, whether we connect it to the grid or whether we not. This is just a little tip that you might want to consider if you're thinking about doing this off-grid lifestyle. If y'all remember, I shared with you multiple power stations that has taken us through the winters, through the summers, and this is my blue. I'm gonna just show the name because I heard it pronounced so many different ways. But this is a 2,000 watt. This is my main unit that I use to run our cabin. And when I tell you, it has everything that you possibly need as far as your outputs. It has the 60 watt for like cell phones or what have you, for your devices. Got the USB ports, got some more USB ports, and it's sine wave, so your laptops and everything can still work on it. Your high-end electronics, your TVs and everything else, they can still work on it. It has a bunch of 120s. I mean, it's full, fam. And it also has the wireless output too, 15 watts here. And you can use the cigarette port too. And I just love this. I mean, I had this for some years and I simply love it. It's no nonsense. I can place it in one of our common areas and we can all utilize this. And it run, like I said, I have the ports over here where I can do different inputs, and I got the adapters, one for cigarette lighters if I need to. I could also do solar panels, or I can plug it directly up. And to me, this unit, it's amazing. It has been durable, no issues, no problems. It says what it's gonna do and does what it says. And yes, I'm telling you, I wouldn't tell you, and y'all see the battle scars, y'all see the dust, the filth, all of that. But this has proven the test of time. And would I recommend this? Yes. This has not disappointed me. I got other units that I've shared over the period of time too. And you know this been good too, don't you? But yeah, this one right here has been a winner. And I just say I recommend this, especially if only a few of you all, 2 or 3 people, are spending a little time off grid and you need a power station, you need a way to power your devices. You're still gonna need to conserve your energy. You're gonna have to be responsible. That comes with the territory. But this can get you through. Just this unit right here alone. And just remember, you can buy smaller units. While you're using this, you can be charging your smaller units. And then now you got some expandability. Remember, I always say, I always had a bunch of units rather than one big major unit to go inside of the household. Just remember, you don't even have to just get one big expensive unit and you're locked down to that one unit in one location, in one place. When you off-grid living and you out here living on different parts and pieces of the expansion of your land, you're gonna need power in different locations. You're gonna need portable power more than ever. You need a cutting tool, you need a power tool, you need a recharger, you need to recharge your devices. Or you working in a certain area of the land that it does not have electricity. You want a smaller, compact unit that you can carry around and you can power all of your devices. So keep that in mind. Don't limit yourself and don't isolate yourself so much that you just get this one gigantic unit that's tied to one structure. But as you remember, we had the RV. The RV, times of the year, we will park it certain places on the land due to, like if it's in the summertime, we try to get somewhere near some shady spots. If it was wintertime, we try to get more exposure to the sun, just to help us regulate the temperature. In our cabin, of course, it was stationary, but sometimes we only were in certain sections of the cabin and just keeping it warm and keeping it cool, because off-grid energy is so important and you have to be responsible with your energy. So consider some of these things, lessons that we learned, and maybe it can be a benefit and an aid to you. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and don't forget to keep on growing. Grow.